Nefesh HaBahamis, the animal soul, and the Nefesh Elokis, the godly soul. These are really two planes of existence. I can live and be conscious out of that place of that small self, the animal soul, or I could raise myself to the plane of perception of the godly soul. This act of raising oneself from the position and perspective of the Nefesh HaBahamis to the Elokis is called Bittul, surrender. Now, when I use the word surrender, this may conjure up thoughts of different spiritual traditions. But in the path of the Torah, it's quite different. Bittul means to surrender that lesser self, that smaller self, for a higher one. And to negate living and thinking in that small selfish way for a higher and godly way. And that is powerful. That is expansive. But that is also difficult. Because if there are things in our lives that we've attached to ourselves as our identity, then to surrender them, to raise ourselves, could be difficult. If I have a food that I so much enjoy, but now I may not eat it, is it easy to give that up? If I deal with people in a forceful way, and that's the way I win, is it easy to go in a way of patience and wisdom? If I attribute my success, my identity, to certain things, positions, what if I lose them? Who am I? This path of raising oneself, or bittul, is the path of the Torah and its mitzvahs. Welcome to the Torah and its mitzvahs. For in the mitzvahs, God calls upon you and I not to do a good deed, but to do His calling, His command. To strive for that higher self. To do His bidding and His calling. Not simply what I may want. And that raises the person to living with the Nefesh Elokis. It's not the path of relaxation or mindfulness. This is a path of expansiveness. With it comes the joy of spiritual growth. In this meditation, we pray to God to assist us to raise and lift up our identity and perception to that space of the Nefesh Elokis, and to be able to shed the Nefesh HaBahamis more and more without fear, meanwhile feeling the expansiveness and the joy as we grow into that perception of the Nefesh Elokis.